Hi everyone, it's me again Chadie and welcome back to my channel. Okay, for today's topic, we have a new update in Advanced Server and it's patch 1.5.42. First on our list is the revamped Argus. We've slightly enhanced Argus' sustainability in the battle. His passive skill increased physical attack bonus for HP regen 10% to 15%. Next is Paquito. We've weakened Paquito's overall survivability, especially in the early game. His basic attack damage is 90% to 85%. Speed increased duration after entering jump stance is 3 seconds to 2.5 seconds. Next is Ling. Initially we had nerfed Ling's burst to reduce the difficulty for opponents in dealing with him, but it took too much power out of him together with the adjustment to his buffs. This caused a rather unacceptable impact on the game of Ling. Therefore, the developer decided to keep the burst nerf and largely increase his energy regen speed to enhance Ling's sustainability in the battle. The developer will keep an eye on the effect of these adjustments and apply them to the official server soon. His base energy regen is 3% to 5% per second.
Alone is another word for splendid.
The total of energy regen while upon a wall is 5% to 8% per second. This is good news for Ling user.
Don't know myself either.
Next is Fanny. The adjustments of Jungle's buff in the last patch have greatly influenced some heroes. Based on our observations, we found it necessary to adjust Fanny in some aspect to reduce the effect. In this patch, we have increased her energy regen speed, expecting that her ability to fly freely will not be restricted. As you can see, Fanny's energy regen is 3% to 4% per second. I guess this is a good news for Fanny user though. Next is Matilda. The developer optimized her second skill to improve her cooperation with the following heroes: Gord, Odette, Badang, Guinevere, Sylvana, and Khalid.
Let's make our debut in this land.
Next is Alpha. We've observed that Alpha become more flexible to use after we weaken his skills for single uses. However, this didn't strengthen his power for competing with other fighters. Hence, we increased some basic values of his second skill this time. His skill 2 base damage of strike is 250 to 400 to 350 to 500. Base HP regen is 125 to 200 to 125 to 250. The developer fixed the issue of abnormal cast backswing time. Next is Clint. We found that Clint was still a disadvantage against other marksmen in terms of survivability. The developers reduces his second skill cooldown from 10 to 8 seconds to 8 to 6.5 seconds. Next is Brody. The previous adjustment of Brody's basic attack turned out fine to some extent, so the developer decided to further connect his performance from the early to the late game. His base physical attack is 115 to 105. His physical attack growth is 12 to 14. Next is Louis. The damage of Louis' passive was relatively too high to deal with in the early game, so the developers weakened her passive in the early game but enhanced its late game capacity. Her base reaction damage is 450 down to 400. Her magic power bonus is 180% to 195%. Next is Khalid. We've slightly nerfed Khalid's damage in the early game but slightly improved his late game performance. His base damage is 250 to 550 down to 200 to 550. His physical attack bonus is 120% to 130%. Next is Teresa. His first skill cooldown reduces from 10 to 8 seconds down to 7 seconds. Teresa's second skill damage ratio to minions is 50% to 60%. Next is Grok. His first skill initial physical attack bonus is 120% to 160%, scale with charging time. His passive skill HP regen increase while near a wall is 3 plus 1.6% level, 15 plus 1.6 level. Next is Balman. His first skill cooldown reduces from 11 to 8.5 seconds to 8 to 5 seconds. The slow effect of his first skill is 40% for 2.5 seconds to 3% for 2 seconds. Next is Hanabi. Her passive skill is the conversion ratio of HP to shield, 40% to 100%.
Show me an umbrella and see what happens to you.
Her shield limit is 20% to 25% of max HP. The developer fixed the issue where Hanabi could not be controlled when certain skill broke the shield. Next is Claude. We decided to revert an adjustment of Claude's ultimate since its burst was overpowered to some extent in the previous patch. Claude ultimate base damage of each hit is 120 to 160 to 100 to 130.
Fire Dexter, always ready. If you've prepared your money.
So what do you guys think about the new update? I'll see you in the comment section. Thank you for watching and stay safe. Peace.